I'm Trevor Marca, and I'm here with Elliot Shea at Griffith Park on this rainy day to talk about an optimistic, uplifting topic, running and its many benefits. Now, most people know the physical benefits that come along with running, but fewer know how running can help one's mental state. Elliot here is a collegiate runner, but back in high school, he experienced family tragedies, but through running, he was able to get past them. Now, Elliot, take us back to high school and the string of events that turned your life upside down.
So when I was a sophomore in high school, my mother was diagnosed with a uterus cancer, which took me and my family by surprise. And I felt miserable, I was disheartened, and I wasn't sure if she was going to be able to make it or not.
So what happened?
Well, about 4 months after that, though, my family and I started noticing that my grandmother was becoming weaker, and eventually ended up in the hospital, and then passed away. And my grandmother was someone that has lived with my family for a very long time, has watched over me when my parents weren't there. So her absence became a very big void in my life, and I had already enough on my back. So
Please share with us what it felt like to go through a day back then in high school.
Darkness. I was quiet, I didn't really want to speak at school, and I just wanted to be alone, and everything to me didn't feel like it was real. It felt like a nightmare, but it was real, and I didn't know what to do.
So at the end of the school day, you had track practice, right?
Yes.
So during practice, did you feel any different?
Well, Trevor, as soon as I started running out there, all my depressed thinking changed as, running brought me into a state separated from a dark side of my life, and it brought me into a place where I could feel stronger.
What is it about running that empowers you?
Running empowers me to take on the challenges that life offers to me and to persevere through what life basically hands down to me. Taking in that breath of air, just refreshes me. Just running past the trees, training myself to become a stronger runner.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What do you think you'd have done without running?
Well, I probably would have been negative most of my life, feeling weak, not able to challenge myself, every day, and probably still struggling with the tragic memories of my mother and my grandmother, and just not able to handle what may happen in the future.
All right, well, I got one more question for you, Elliot. How's your mom doing now?
Well, Trevor, I'm happy to say that my mother has beaten cancer and is living life normal as it was before.
Well, I'm really relieved to hear that, Elliot.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you for your time and sharing your story. I know it must be hard to share, but it's important for everyone to know how running can empower us all, and hopefully through Elliot's story, people will be encouraged to take up running to help get them through their own problems. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.